We hear it all the time, right? Small businesses are the backbone of America. But what does that really mean beyond just a nice saying? In this explainer, we're going to dig into their staggering real-world impact, not just on our communities, but on the entire U.S. economy. This quote just nails it. Small businesses really are the heart and soul of a place. They're that coffee shop you love on the corner, the hardware store that's been there forever. They're what give a community its unique character and make it actually feel like home. Okay, so beyond the warm and fuzzy feelings, there's a really powerful economic story happening every single day. And understanding that story helps us see just how vital these businesses are. All right, let's dive in. To really get a handle on their importance, we have to zoom out for a second and look at the whole country. And I'm telling you, the numbers are absolutely staggering. They might just change how you see the business landscape in America. Just think about that for a second. Of all the businesses in the United States, more than 99% are small businesses. It's not just a big number. It's pretty much all of them. It's an incredible, foundational truth of our economy. And here's what that means for jobs. Small businesses employ nearly half of the entire private sector workforce. They're these massive job creators offering first jobs, second chances, and vital opportunities in literally every single community. So we're talking about 35 million businesses here. And that includes everything from a single person working for themselves all the way up to companies with a handful of employees. Together, they form this dense, powerful, interconnected network that keeps our economy moving. So here's the crucial point. It's a huge mistake to think of small businesses as just one part of the economy. They aren't just players in the game. They kind of are the game. If you took them away, the economy wouldn't just get weaker. It would fundamentally collapse. So we've seen the massive nationwide scale. Now, let's zoom way in. Let's bring that impact right down to your street, your neighborhood. This is where you can really feel their power. This slide is awesome because it shows what's called the local multiplier effect. When you spend $1 at a local shop, it doesn't just disappear. The owner uses it to pay a local employee, who then goes and spends it at another local spot. See how that works? The money stays home, strengthening the economic heartbeat of your town. And think about it. These businesses do so much more than just sell things. They create the whole vibe of a place, They're the reason one town feels totally different from the one next door. They are, quite literally, what makes a place feel like a home. But what you see out on Main Street, that's really just the tip of the iceberg. There's this whole invisible support system working behind the scenes that makes it all possible. This hidden network is absolutely crucial. You've got lenders who are literally investing in the town's future. You've got this web of local businesses all helping each other out. And even big companies play a role, creating a market where smaller, specialized businesses can pop up and thrive. It's easy to think of it as David versus Goliath, right? The little guy versus the giant corporation. But the reality is much more of a partnership. It's a reinforcing system where each side fills a need that the other just can't. Let's look at a real-world example in Taylor County, Texas. You have these huge institutions in healthcare and education. They're the anchors, creating over 19,000 jobs. But then you have nearly 9,000 jobs in retail, mostly from small businesses, that build up the local economy around those anchors. It all works together. So, this brings us to the most important part of this whole conversation, the direct and powerful role that you play in this system. Your choices really, really matter. Small Business Saturday is way more than just another shopping day. It's our chance to collectively make a statement. It's a day to intentionally support the entrepreneurs who make our communities so resilient and vibrant. It's perfectly placed, right? You have Thanksgiving, then the madness of Black Friday for the big stores, and then Saturday, a day dedicated to celebrating these local engines of our economy. And listen, your support doesn't have to be huge to be meaningful. Seriously, every single one of these actions, a small purchase, a positive review, a social media shout out, helps a local business stay open and an entrepreneur keep their dream alive. So the one thing to take away from all of this is that our collective choices, made every single day, are what build a vibrant and resilient economic foundation. True strength grows from the ground up. Because supporting local isn't just for one Saturday. It's a year-round choice that directly strengthens the places we all call home. It's a real investment in your own community. So the only question left is, how will you help it grow?